Hi, welcome back to Lucy Car Boot Sale Loot. Today's video is a reseller Q&A. So, number one is, do you haggle with kids selling the toys? It really depends on the age of the kid. If the kid's like 5 and under, not really. If the kid's like 7 and up, it's kind of, sometimes. Depends on the attitude of the kids and yeah, it really depends on the kid and the person. Do you sell on any other sites, aka Facebook Marketplace, Etsy, Vintage, etc.? We only ever sell personal stuff on Facebook, but most of our eBay reselling, our car boot sale stuff goes on eBay. Does reselling ever get repetitive? If so, what do you do to shake things up? So we always sell different toys. We don't sell the same toys every time. We try and sell a variation of toys. To shake it up, recently to shake things up, we have been experimenting with games and DVDs to shake things up, get new customers to our door, but that's the only time we really shake things up. Do you plan on reselling to becoming a full-time job? To be honest, I would like my main YouTube, Lucy B's World, to become my full-time job, but reselling still be part of my life. If that became a full-time job as well, and I had 2 full-time jobs, I wouldn't mind, as long as I'm earning a reasonable amount of money, which I'm not at the moment, because on neither of these channels, see my Lucy B's World, I have to get to 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours, or 4,000 watch hours, which is a lot of work. So yeah. Will you learn to drive to take yourself to car boot sale? Not at the moment, unfortunately, even though it could have been really useful this year, as we will be out of car boot sales for 6 weeks. But I can't say why yet. You'll find out sooner or later. Yeah, I would love to one day, but with my anxiety and learning difficulties and my coordination issues, probably not yet. When do you just give up on an item that just won't sell? So we put it on. If it doesn't sell the first time, we leave it like 2-3 months and relist it. And we don't relist, we sell similar. So it makes eBay think it's a new item and it'll gain new traffic. So yeah, if it still doesn't sell after that, then we might either leave it till later in the year or take it back to a boot sale or give it to a charity shop. It really depends. But we try at least 3-4 times before we give up on an item. Would you ever give up on reselling? No. I think that's something I'm going to be doing for a long time. Do you source regular from charity shops? No, not really. Recently I have bought a few things from charity shops, but I don't source regular from any of our local charity shops because I do find the prices quite high. Like, they're very good at putting eBay prices on the items, on the stuff they can guarantee will sell. So yeah, not regularly, no. Occasionally, yes. Do you find charity shops priced quite high? Where I'm from, yes, they do their research, which is not a good thing because they're a charity and you would expect them just to want the money, but they do the research and ask top rack, so other people have no chance. Do you source from Facebook Marketplace? Yes, we do. Do you ever sell stocks you can't sell back at car boot sales? Yes. Do you like the early starts to car boot sale, or would you prefer them to start later? I would prefer them to start later, because I don't love the early starts. But then I get the adrenaline at the early starts. Yeah, so it's hit and miss. I kind of do like the early starts, because I get the adrenaline rush that I'm going to a car boot sale. But then I'm tired for the rest of the day. How long does it take you to list items? Recently I've been a lot quicker to turn around items, as we're still trying to clear stock from the last few years. we've got a big death pile at the moment. We've got a death pile there, still more in the office, and we've still got a room full. Like, yeah. It takes me a few days, sometimes less, depending on. So we draft items first, and as a private seller, you can only have 20 drafts. So yeah, I had to draft them first. Then Mum checked for like grammar mistakes and stuff, and then we list. Did lockdown affect eBay? We didn't really sell much in lockdown. We did at the end of lockdown, but yes, obviously we couldn't source, and so we couldn't list. Did lockdown affect the car boot sales? I think so, because obviously not every car boot sale started back up. Some car boot sales not going to start back up. Yeah, it did affect some car boot sales, but yeah. Do you do Amazon sales? No. Do you research at car boot sales? I'm starting to recently, because a couple of weeks back we went to boot sales, and I should have bought these. These were Beats Solo wireless red headphones, brand new in box, only been opened and tried on, and she wanted 50 quid. And I left them because it was a bit high for me, which I thought it was a bit high. I didn't do my research or tell Mum until I got home. Anyway, the moral of the story is, when I got home, I researched them. £203 to £205 they were selling for. How do you know how to price items? So we do all auctions, and we know how much pay, so we try and do it like £2 higher than what we paid for it. So, for example, got a little Tykes lorry over there, we paid £5. I think we started it at £6.50 or £7, and it's all for like £10.50. Okay, not a massive profit, but there's a little room. Sometimes they sell better at certain times. Why don't you do buy it now? One, because the fees are higher, but also prefer, this is going to sound really mad, but I like the adrenaline rush of seeing what the item actually go for on auction. Buy it now, you don't get that, because they just click buy it now and that's them. And you could actually lose money on buy it now, because one person might buy it and there's 20 people interested. And if those 20 people are bidding, you could get more money. How many steps do you do around a car boot sale? Varies between 7,000 and 10,000, depending on the boot sale and how quick or slow I'm walking. Because I normally go round a couple times, just like scanning, and then I go round again and I look closer. So, do you do free postage? No. Do you sell breakables? No. Do you sell clothing? No, because the problem I've got with clothing and shoes and stuff, I don't know what is real or fake designer wise. So no, we don't sell clothing. I think Mum might put some of my nan's old clothing on her eBay when she sets it back up, but no. Are you in any reselling groups? No. Any other resellers you watch? Yes, I'm actually currently watching an old Ricky Lee video. Yeah, and Master of Pieces, Nick and Angela, Cookie and Hayden. Oh, there's loads I watch. I'll leave their links down below. So yeah. Do you do offers? No. How was filming the first car boot sale? It was weird. I didn't want people to know, and no one noticed, thank God, because I was wearing a chest harness. Because at the moment my rucksacks I need a strap to come across here, because on a rucksack the camera sits here, but I'm big breasted, so yeah. Hopefully I've got a chest strap now, and if I go to a certain boot sale I can film there, but rucksack strap, but I don't mind the chest harness now that I'm used to it. But yeah, it was nerve-wracking. Do you use global shipping protocol? Yes. If you don't know what that is, GSP, it's basically The buyer pays the UK postage, it gets sent to a UK shipping place, and then they get charged more money to them to send it on. So yeah. Do you cross list? No. Do you a whole job lot of auction? Do you ever do a whole job lot of auction? I'm not sure what that question means, but I do auctions, yes. We do sell certain job lots of stuff, but yeah. Do you buy from auctions to resell? No. Do you buy return pallets to resell? No. How did you get into reselling? Right, I will be doing a story time later in the year, but basically when I was 16, I got to the point where I wanted to sell my dolls. I had Baby Born and Baby Annabelle and a hell of a lot of them. And I was at secondary school, obviously, and I wanted my friends to come around, but I didn't want to be embarrassed. Anyway, we were talking to my sister one day, and she said, we were just going to take them back to her boots, and she said, why didn't you put them on my eBay? Moral of the story is, I put them on her eBay, and they sold for a lot of money, because these were like vintage Baby Born, Baby Annabelle. And then she was like, well, you can have my eBay. Like, I don't use it. So basically, I ended up with her eBay. When I turned 18, we changed it all into my names and emails, and now it's officially mine. So, I have to thank my sister for helping. Would you ever sell on Amazon? No. Who do you use to ship your parcels? We use Parcels to Go. It's a website that uses so many carriers. We also use Royal Mail. We mainly use Royal Mail, Every, which is Hermes, DPS, Parcel Force. Do you only post abroad by GSP? Depends. If it's a small parcel, we do it by Royal Mail Air. But if it's like a big parcel, yes, it's GSP. Do you pack items once listed? No, we need to get better at this. The thing is, we sell items. So for example, we had a lot of LOL dolls on recently, and we sold most of them. But one person could have bought them, so if we had packaged them individually, we would have had to unpackage them and put them in a bigger box. So we waited till stuff ends, but bigger stuff we're going to have to get better at, because yeah. Do you combine postage? Yes. Have you ever had parcels lost? A few, but not loads, like 3 or 4 max. Do you use Link? Nope. Favourite equipment, so obviously my MacBook Air. Our camera we use, the GoPro for filming boot sales. We have a binding machine, a Brother labeler, a HP printer. What else do we use? And our labels from eBay. I'll have to do a whole video on favourite equipment because we have quite a bit. Do you take photos on your phone? No, we have a camera separate to all our other cameras to do that. Do you remove backgrounds from photos? No, I've never thought about doing that. And yeah. Do you do promotional listings? No. Will you list what items you use to package and stuff? When I do a pack for me, yes. Can you tell fake stuff? No. This is why we don't sell clothes or bags or shoes, because I can't tell what's real or fake. If you find out fake stuff, do you bin it? Or what would you do with it? I don't know, because if it's fake, you can't sell it on eBay. So I probably would keep it for myself if it was my size. If it's not, find someone who would fit. Yeah. Have you ever been to a reseller meetup? No. Have you ever been ripped off at a car boot sale? Probably. Have you ever been ripped off by eBay customers? Yes. We've had a few customers in the past saying, my kid's bid by mistake, our dog or cat is sat on our laptop, put a passcode on your laptop, password, whatever. It's a load of bull basically, and yeah, I don't believe, as soon as we hear that, we're like, fine, we'll cancel the order, and then they get blocked because There's a load of bullshit. What's the worst excuse people use when they want to cancel bid? Like I just said, oh, my kids got on my phone, parent control. My cat sat on my laptop. Again, have a password or a passcode. The cat won't know it. Have you ever been ripped off of Facebook? Yes. So we were going to buy this Our Generation massive bundle for 150 quid. It had so much. But it was in London. Anyway, we were going to go the next day. We paid by PayPal. Biggest mistake of our life. We couldn't get our money back. It was friends and family. It wasn't business. Stuff. So we paid, and we kept asking and asking for the address so we could go the next day. Never got it. And we were on this Our Generation group, and everyone was coming like, this is a scam, you scammed me, you scammed. And everyone got scammed. There was about 6 of us. Lost 150 quid. But the woman's now blocked from that group. But please be careful what you're buying in groups. Only buy on actual Facebook marketplace. But she obviously used someone else's picture and scanned people. Would you ever sell on Amazon? No. Would you ever move into an office away from home? If I got to that point where I needed a bigger office away from home, possibly. But once we sort this office out, it should be big enough. Fingers crossed. Would you ever get someone other than your mum in to help you? Like I said, if we ever get big enough or need to expand, yes. Do you and your mum have your own e-biz or do you share one? So the one we're using at the moment is our share. It's mine, but it's shared. But my mum does have her own one, but she hasn't sold on like a few years because, yeah, she hasn't sold because. Yeah. Sorry. That happens once in a while. I'm actually on my last antibiotic today. Do you test the games you sell? So we've only started selling games in the last this year. So, and I don't have the consoles to test, so I just take it as a chance. Would I ever get the consoles to test? Possibly, if I could get them cheap enough and working. But that's an investment for the future, maybe. Do you keep documents? Trying to this year. It's quite hard, but trying my best to. Even though you have buy a missing piece, what do you do? So if it was Lego or a puzzle or Playmobil, so Lego, Playmobil and Surveying Fan, you can get spare pieces for pretty much. So you contact them or look on eBay. Puzzles, I'm not sure what to do about that at the moment. I haven't come across that yet. But try and get the spare pieces if possible. If not, keep hold of it in case you ever find another one and it's got the piece you're looking for but missing everything else. Do you do garage sale or jumbo sale? Fortunately, we don't have many garage sales or jumbo sale trails around us, so no. Why do people share stuff on YouTube to do with resale? I guess it's to give other people the knowledge and so they can give it a go. But not everyone, it's not as easy as everyone think it is. Like, you've got to find the items, but then you've got to list them, photograph them, and then you've got to wait for them to sell if you do auction or buy now and it sells straight away. You've then got to package them, then you've got to take them to the post office, and then you've got to. It's not an easy situation. It sounds easy, but it's definitely not. Sorry. I have actually got a thing stuck in one of my lungs and it's giving me an infection basically. But it's not one you can pass on, it's like a non-passable infection. I can't explain it. Anyway. Where do you get stock from? Boot sales, Facebook Marketplace, charity shops. Do you find my Facebook Marketplace? How you pay? higher prices, yes, but then you get more for your money sometimes. Have you ever had to repair stuff? When my dad was alive, yes. My dad used to get rid of the corroded battery springs and solder new ones in for us. But unfortunately not now, because obviously he isn't here and I can't do that myself. Do you know how many people are watches on your item? Yes. See, by now you wouldn't. I don't think you would know that, but auctions you do. What's the name of your eBay store or eBay name? I will not be sharing my eBay store name due to, like, we have enough issues with non-payers and stuff, and giving your name out onto the worldwide internet is not the safest thing to do, so I will not be doing that. Yeah. Would you ever get a bigger vehicle for going to car beats? Oh, what is behind me? Give me a sec. My dream vehicle is a Land Rover. Proper Land Rover Discovery 7-seater car thing. I have thought about going getting a hire van for a few boot sales, but that costs quite a lot of money. I wouldn't disinvest in a van to use for a few boot sales. It would be like a big, say we went somewhere that had a boot sale every day, it'd be that situation. But we don't have a boot sale every day, unfortunately. We have a boot sale. There's one boot sale on a Saturday near us. Not near us, but we have to travel for. There's quite a few on Sundays, and there's 2 potential ones on a Wednesday. I know some places have like one every day, like, situation, and I would love that situation, but unfortunately we don't have that here. But yeah, if we ever had that situation, pizza every day, then I would have to get a van. But my dream car is a Land Rover Discovery. The furthest you travel to a car butte, the furthest we've travelled is to the New Forest. So I'll tell you how far it is. So that's about 33.5 miles, and that's about a 5 AM start. Do you take petrol into account when you're doing your account? No, but I'm gonna probably look into petrol now because it is a slightly more expensive. Well, I think Mum says diesel or whatever, fuel costs, because there's some. See, because it's my mum's car and she doesn't mind. When I do it myself or drive myself, I will be taking that into account. But at the moment, no. How many car boot sales do you do in a day? So there used to be a boot sale called Burton near Netley Marsh, and we used to do Burton, Winchester, and Andover in a day. But the max we can do in a day is 2, either Brookfield and Winchester, or Reading and Thatcham. But other than that, we do 1. But if it's a bank holiday weekend, we try and get 3 in. So yeah. Do you give away any freebies? Not on my eBay, but if you're subscribed to this channel, when I hit 50 subscribers, fingers crossed, I will be giving away something. But I don't know what yet. Seeing something I want to try and get if I can afford to get it. But I don't want to tell you yet, because wish list. That's what I'm hoping to get. But I'm not going to show you. Just trust me, it's always good. But yeah, I'm hoping to do a few giveaways on this channel. If you go to my other channel, there's one giveaway open. I'll link that down below because that is for an Instax mini camera and film for when I hit 500 subscribers on that channel. So hit the link down below and go and check that out. Have you ever had the police called at a car beat itself? No, but we did have an ambulance called the end of last year at the Reading one. Have you ever witnessed a fight at a car beat itself? No. Never witnessed a fight. Witnessed arguments started, but never an actual fight. So we've been quite lucky there. So yeah, that is my Q&A for reselling. If you got any more questions, let me know in the comments. I will do more of these. Sorry about this cough. Like I said, I've got in my right lung, lower left tube, there's like a blockage. I think it's an infection. I've been on antibiotics for a week now. Today's the last day. And yeah, that's why I'm coughing. It's nothing spreadable, it's nothing you can catch. And I'm starting to get my energy back. So, I will see you guys in my next video. I love you all. Happy reselling.